I started.
I want to wish you and Marta a Merry Christmas, and if I can say hi to my mom and dad in Torrance, who turned me on to you, Andy and Louise.
Certainly.
All right. Thank you again, Rush.
All right. Happy holidays to you, too. Palm Harbor, Florida. Harry, welcome to the Rush Limbaugh program. It is your turn, sir.
Dittos and Merry Christmas, Russ.
Thank you.
Okay, I was hitting on the military. I think this is very positive that they're finally separating them. This is the first time I've heard of the federal government ever admitting that a program has failed. I mean, my biggest complaint used to be when I worked for the city of Miami with the federal programs. They'd put a program in, and after, I always used to ask, if a program hasn't worked for 30 years, why would it work the 31st year?
Well, because it hadn't had enough money was the answer. We needed even more money. I wouldn't say that the federal government's doing this. It is and it isn't. I mean, they had this special panel. I don't think the Clinton administration has one group of people that would have come up with this. I think it took an outside independent panel to look at this and review this and make these suggestions. I don't think you'd have had anybody in the Clinton administration dare come up with this.
Oh, I agree with you on that, definitely.
So don't give the federal government all sorts of credit here directly. I mean, at least they had the credit to appoint, the ability to appoint an independent blue ribbon commission to look into it. Now, whether they accept all the recommendations is another thing. We know they're going to segregate them, I think, during training. But how much of the other stuff they're going to do remains to be seen. Now, did you watch the press conference? You may be more up to speed than I am.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, okay, I didn't either.
I turned off the radio and TV because they had you on the things so we wouldn't have the noise in the background.
Ah, okay. Well, Harry, thanks for the call. Where's Palm Harbor, by the way?
It's in between Tampa and St. Pete.
Wow.
Florida.
Okay, so it's basically in Tampa.
Well,
there's not much difference between Tampa and St. Pete. I mean, between Tampa and St. Pete's got to be an interstate exit.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Harry. Very much. Yeah, you got to love people, don't you? You just got to love them. Toledo, Ohio. This is Harley. Hey, Harley. Welcome to the program.
Oh, hi, Rush. How are you?
Just fine. Thank you.
Hey, can I say hi to my brother Randy? It's his birthday today, so happy birthday, Randy. He's the one that kind of turned me on to you.
Thank you.
And mega dittos, I guess that's appropriate. Question I had real quickly is this fellow who's giving all this jewelry to his girlfriend. I have no problem with that, but I'm just wondering if, as long as it's in federal court and or whatever they're doing out there, there's a gift tax law that says if you give more than $10,000 to a non-spouse, this man has to file a gift tax return. Just wonder if he's filed. I'm not trying to get him into trouble, but I just wonder if they're not going to pursue that. Why would they pursue anybody?
Well,
or is it just a shoot them as you come?
Well, it's not quite that simple. Trust me, I'm an expert on the gift tax. Here's what happens. You have a $600,000. Actually, it's gone up now since the budget deal was passed.
6.25, I think now. Yeah, and that's of 98.
Yeah, and it eventually will peak at 1.2 million if they don't change it between now and the year 3000 when it's scheduled to get there.
They're generous to it.
But what happens is that if you have to, we're going to assume here the guy has reported these gifts on his return, and the amount over $10,000 to this individual, because you're right, $10,000 to one individual. So everything over 10 grand gets deducted from his $625,000 allotment. That's a lifetime allotment. So he would be liable for gift taxes above the $625,000. You get that now. A lot of people think that is only for your heirs and so forth, but it's not. It can accrue when you gift over the limit to anybody. It doesn't have to be your heirs. So it gets charged off. It can be your heirs too, but you're right. He's got some gift tax consequences here. That's the danger of having this stuff show up in the newspaper.
Well, I know, and that's why I'm questioning if I hope everybody's paying attention, because if it doesn't apply to him, then it shouldn't apply to anybody.
Oh, don't worry about it not applying to him. I think whatever the applicable law actually is, and at the time that he is supposed to pay this, he will miraculously discover that they've kept track of every penny, and he'll find out what it is that he owes when this is all said and done.
Well, Rush, you're a great broadcaster. Go Steelers, and God
How about
bless
those
her.
Steelers?
Hey,
How about the Pittsburgh Steelers?
And look at Denver last night. I mean, they're falling apart, and Steelers are on a roll.
That's
So I
so
think,
sad. I love the Denver Broncos. I've met some of them and know their owner and their coach real well. And that's just I hate when you know some of these people personally. It's even tougher.
well, I imagine. But I'm kind of in Toledo, where the Cleveland-oriented type team here. But since Modell and the gang left town, I guess Steelers are our next best bet. They were our arch rivals. We hated them, but now we love them.
Well, you're going to get a team back in '99. It looks like it's going to be an expansion team. It'll be called the Browns, but you're going to get a team back.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, do you know the owner of the Tennessee Oilers?
Yeah, Bud Adams.
Bud Adams. Because I have a great name for his team, and I really need to talk with him because I've got not only a great name for his team, but a wonderful marketing program. How would I get in contact with him? Can I just call Bud Adams out of the phone book? I'll check,
No. Bud lives in Houston.
in Houston.
Yeah. Bud is an oil man.
Uh-huh.
And I'm not certain of the name of his company. It's KSA Industries or something. Not exactly sure, but
Okay.
you call it. They'll know what is.
Well,
what
okay
what
if
you
I use
need to
your
do.
name
You
as a
don't need to
reference?
call Bud. I don't think you should call Bud.
Uh-huh.
I think what you ought to do is call the Oilers and try to talk to their marketing department. Tell them you got an idea.
Well, I tell you, I've got an idea, but I don't know how to, capture it for myself, like copyright or something. I don't think it's that complicated, but it's a wonderful, wonderful thing. He'll make a bundle on it, and maybe I'll get free seats for a couple of games.
Well, if it's that good, you ought to ask for more than that, like 2% of the team.
2%
Come on,
of the team?
How
about if I run a few
You're going to
banners
give
out there
this.
and
You've got this brilliant new marketing idea that incorporates a new team name, and I assume a logo and mascot, and you want a couple of tickets for it.
Well, Rush,
This
I'm
is the
not- I'm not
90s.
experienced at this.
This is the
kind
era of $2 million bonuses on Wall Street for just showing up.
I just like the sport, but it's an awful name for Tennessee Oilers. It's terrible. Houston Oilers is terrific. But
I love the
Tennessee-
Houston Oilers. Yeah, I love those. I love Houston Oilers. The rivalries that they had with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
that whole
late
what
70s.
is it, AFC Central Division?
Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah. Well, the Steelers will finish with the Oilers traveling to Memphis on Sunday.
Uh-huh. Well, I would think that's, I wouldn't say automatic. I don't want to jinx them, but
Doesn't matter. See, this is the thing. The Steelers have clinched because of the way everything else is played out. The Steelers have clinched a first-round bye, whether they beat the Oilers or not. So I think you should probably expect the Steelers to go easy with Jerome Bettis and get him ready. I don't think
okay.
you'll see much of Jerome the Bus.
Yeah.
Probably won't see much of him. Cordell will play. Needs all the time he can get. But you're not going to see much of the Bus.
well, I tell you, like Hillary, I like to bet on the trend, and when you're on a roll, you keep on the roll, and
Like Hillary.
what you need to do is come off with a win no matter what. Who's playing?
Well, I
Okay,
agree with you.
but for-
No, you do what you. Yes, absolutely. There's no question about that. And Coach Cower would agree with you. I must run here, Harley. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Rush.
Go for it. Try to find Bud Adams' office down in Houston. To hell. It's America. You never know where good ideas come from. We will take a break, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back after this.
You're listening to the EIB Network.
Hey, folks, I want you to get a pen and paper ready to write down a phone number that can literally change your life. This free phone call changed the life of Joanne and David Root. Now, they recently called 1-800-GET-A-BED and requested their free video about the Select Comfort Adjustable Airbed. Now, they decided to try one in their home for 90 nights. Now, they knew they could return it for a full refund if they weren't satisfied. But after only a few nights, David Root says that they knew they were going to keep their Select Comfort bed. David and Joanne say they've never slept as well or awakened so refreshed. No more backaches and pains in the morning. They absolutely love it. So do this. Call 1-800-GET-A-BED. Ask Select Comfort to send you a free video and brochure demonstrating the great features of this adjustable air bed. Now, if you call from a cell phone, Select Comfort will even pay for the call. Call and ask Select Comfort how you can be eligible for a free set of Silent Sleeper pillows. It's a $60 value free. 1-800-GET-A-BED. Call today. That's 800-GET-A-BED. There's nothing to compare with sleeping on air.
Come to Ace Home Center, the place where you'll find all the things that you hope Santa will bring you, but you just can't wait. You'll find the perfect Christmas tree. Choose from freshly cut 6 and 7 foot Fraser firs for $27.99, 6.5 foot artificial Australian firs at $49.99, and a 3 foot pre-lit artificial Douglas fir just $14.99. Also at Ace Home Center, you'll find Christmas tree lights at $227 in clear or multicolored. Ace Home Center, a Christmas wonderland. Ace Home Center, 2106 Wayne Memorial Drive, Goldsboro.
NADA at Deacon Jones Lincoln Mercury in Goldsboro still means not another dealer around, but Deacon Jones in Goldsboro has over 30 pre-owned SUVs and trucks, from Explorer to Blazer, from Expedition to Tahoe and Suburban. Not another dealer around, but Deacon Jones has over 40 pre-owned and programmed cars priced below the other NADA. Yep, not another dealer around but Deacon Jones Lincoln Mercury, Highway 70 bypass at Wayne Memorial Drive in Goldsboro.
When you need to cool off or warm up, the people the folks in Goldsboro and Wayne County have been turning to for the last 14 years for the heating and air conditioning needs is Yesco. Yesco is an independent Lennox and CP&L quality heat pump dealer, and they can install gas packs, heat pumps, gas furnaces, and hot water heating systems, whether they're residential or commercial. Yesco provides a full line and sells and services all brands. See Larry or Ken Gerard for a free estimate. Call 778-7078. Yesco on Highway 70 East across from Wilbur's Barbecue, Goldsboro.
Ho, ho, ho. Now through December 21st, you can register to win your share of $1,100 in gift certificates from your friends at Berkeley Mall. You must register each week to be eligible. Register through this Sunday for your chance to win a $500 mall gift certificate. Come rediscover Berkeley Mall this Christmas. Renovations are complete and your favorite place to shop has been turned into a magical winter wonderland. Berkeley Mall, Berkeley Boulevard, Goldsboro, we built a reputation for shopping.
The joyous of the holiday season to you from all of us here at the EIB Network, El Rushbo and Maharashi serving humanity. Well, we're getting close to that moment that the brain dead and mind numbed of this country have been eagerly awaiting for the past number of days, and that is the president's announcement of the name of his new dog. Press conference in mere moments. We take you now, ladies and gentlemen, to recordings secured by the EIB Network's secretly placed bugs inside the Oval Orifice.
And now, another edition of Behind the Scenes at the Clinton White House.
I got over as fast as I could. Oh, man, I'm so glad you made it. I got a problem. Oh, what is it? I got to name that dog. Is that all? I got to tell everybody today what the name of the dog is, and I hadn't figured out what the name's going to be. Well, that's not an emergency. That ought to be easy. That'll be fun. I need a name that people will like. A name that's popular. Whoa, I know. What about Old Yeller? That's a good one. He's brown, Al. He's a brown dog. Are you trying to make fun of my war record? No. I want you to know I protested. No. I was willing to put it on the line, and I was trying to change things.
Here, you need a name. Come here. Wait, what? Don't do that. No, down. Get off my leg. Leave me. Bill, tell him to get off.
Why didn't I think of that before? I'll name him after myself. Boy, Al, you're a real inspiration.
Wait, don't do... Whoa, now look.
Be with us next time for another edition of Behind the Scenes at the Clinton White House.
Well, he's going to name the dog after himself. Rody. A little ZZ Top holiday tune here to get you into the spirit. This is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. We go back to the phones. Mike in Houston, I'm glad you called. Welcome to the EIB Network.
Hey, Rush. Mega second-time caller dittos from Houston.
Thank you very much.
You were talking a while ago about the stockbroker millionaire fellow up in New York that is trying to get his jewelry and stuff back that he gave this gal.
That's right.
I think I have a way for him to get it back. What he needs to do is sue her for fraud, deceptive trade practices. You know, obviously it wasn't as good as what he thought it was.
Are you kidding? Do you know how long that would last?
Yeah, hey, it's worth
They're
it.
not going to set a precedent for a woman jilting a guy and saying it was fraud and all that. That would make every woman in this country liable at some point in her life, and you couldn't have ongoing male-female relationships. Forget it. It's never going to happen.
Yeah, I think it'll work.
Nope. No. Come on, Mike. Is this what you told Snerdley?
Yeah, that's what I told Snerdley.
Well, I don't know where your head is, and I certainly don't know where his head is, because there's no basis here. He can't sue her for fraud. We don't know what she did or didn't do anyway.
Well, maybe it's deceptive packaging. You know, you said she was good and svelte and blonde and just good looking as all get out.
So?
Well,
what's deceptive about that?
Well, that's not deceptive unless it turns out it's not as good as what it was put out to be, you know?
Don't get it. I don't get the, are you, what? Yeah, okay. Are you thinking of suing on the basis that there needs to be a lemon law with women?
Well, maybe. I mean, hey, it's worth a shot. Don't you think?
Well, he is suing. He is suing. I think that he doesn't have a wing and a prayer here. I mean, this guy has better start singing "Did I Leave My Chewing Gum on the Bedpost Overnight" and a whole bunch of other stuff under the bed at night when I wasn't looking, because it's over. He's not going to get this stuff back. You think he should get this stuff back? There's no way. How? Okay. Yes, woman. Look, the question has been asked of your host. You have got to meet a nice woman once in your life and change the way you think. You've just got to. My God, it's waiting for you out there, Mr. Snerdley. If you just open up, you have really, really been stung. And I can tell by the nature of this question. I don't even know if I should repeat this question to the audience. That's such a cliche. If the role was reversed and it was a woman who showered a guy with all this stuff and he jilted her, would she want, and she had given him a bunch of gifts, would she get them, but would people be more sympathetic? Older woman, younger man, I think that probably has happened. You ever heard of Richard Gere? He was in, no, he's in a movie called American Gigolo. This stuff happens. This is not a legal matter. Now, if it's a marriage, it's an entirely different thing. But there's no marriage involved here. I don't know. I just think this is a joke. It's laughable. The whole thing is very laughable. Because most people have been able to spot this gal inside of 2 dates. This is the bottom line. Anyway, a quick break here, folks. We'll be back in just a second.
You're listening to the EIB Network. Have you ever heard a sweeter sound than the sound of a well-hit golf ball? Maybe it's the sound of the money going in the cash register of a golf course owner. The Renaissance Group is offering the opportunity of a lifetime with their new indoor virtual reality golf. Players can select 10 top PGA golf courses, 24 hours a day, rain or shine, and you pocket the greens fee. There's nothing to sell or stock, and you can be your own boss. Virtual reality golf is the wave of the future. If you're looking for a sound investment to add to your retirement income or to add to your present income, we urge you to call and inquire about this limited opportunity. Call and our representatives will rush you a portfolio and free video. There's a minimum investment of $39,500. Call 1-800-216-2562. But call now, today. 1-800-216-2562.
You're never too old to own 10 PGA golf courses. 1-800-216-2562.
Okay, so you've got someone on your list that's a big hunting nut. What do you do now? Simple, head to Four Seasons Sports. If your sportsman, woman, or child needs hunting clothes, they've got a ton of them by C.C. Filson, Browning, Ruddy Duck, Mossy Oak, Woolrich, Lewis Creek, and Whitewater. Four Seasons Sports has your deer hunting stands and great footwear by C.C. Filson, Danner, and Lacrosse. You can even layaway or give a gift certificate. If you've got a sportsman on your list, see Four Seasons Sports, 1700 block of East Ash Street, Goldsboro.
Because there's so many people on your Christmas card list, Toby's Hallmark has individual Hallmark Christmas cards, from classic and traditional to inspirational and contemporary styles. Plus, you can choose from hundreds of gift ideas, including collectibles like Precious Moments, Cherished Teddies, Seraphim Angels by Roman, music boxes, and thousands of Christmas ornaments. Find that perfect card or gift at Toby's Hallmark. When you care enough to give the very best, visit Toby's Hallmark, Berkeley Mall, Goldsboro.
Mike and Gary at FBO Pagers would like to take this time to thank you, one of their many customers, for your business this year. They look forward to serving you in the years to come when it comes to your paging needs. Today, more than ever, it's important to keep in touch. Get a pager from FBO and you'll always be a phone call away. Stop by soon and find out more about how a pager can make things easier for you from FBO Pagers. Happy holidays from the staff at FBO Pagers, located at Factory Bedding Outlet, 2811 Royal Avenue, Goldsboro.
Hi, this is Danny Gleason, board operator for WGBR, and from my family to yours, we want to wish you the very best on this holiday season.
Hear what leaders in Goldsboro and Wayne County are talking about on Morning Magazine, Monday through Friday mornings after Rush's morning update at 8:30 on 1150 WGBR.
Roxbury, New Jersey next on the Rush Limbaugh program. Ray, hello. Glad you called and welcome to the program, sir.
Great. How are you, Rush?
I'm good. Thank you.
Pleasure. I'm going to get right to the point. I believe you're very popular because you agree with conservative people like me that are out here that think on ourselves. You inspire thought, and a lot of us you happen to agree with a lot of us. And I think that's why you're so popular and successful.
No, many people.
God bless you for it.
Thank you very much. Look at this. They got Wolf Blitzed up there. We've got, I'm sorry to interrupt you here, Wolf Blitzed and Judy Woodruff. Breaking news. It's the name of this idiot dog. They have broken into their normal news. There it is. There's Clinton walking, the dumb dog. I don't mean like the 54 million dog owners in America. I'm not trying to insult them, but the dog wants to attack that dog's not an idiot. He wants to attack a member of the press's microphone. I need a dog like that down at the mansion. The guy is right. He's exactly right. Ray, I am successful because I validate the views of so many Americans in this country who feel left out in the mainstream press.
Introducing the world's first termite colony elimination system, Centricon by Dow&Co. The revolutionary system that both monitors and baits to not only eliminate subterranean termites where they live, but acts like a termite alarm to ensure they never live there again. The Centricon Colony Elimination System is available only through an authorized pest control operator trained by Dow&Co. In the eastern North Carolina area, call Griffin Exterminating Company Incorporated at 735-3928 for more information. Griffin Exterminating, your pest doctor. All their patients die.
Now it's the time to buy at Leith Chrysler Plymouth Jeep Eagle, Leith Dodge Isuzu, a 98 Plymouth Neon Coupe for $11,895 or $175 a month. A 98 Dodge Dakota Sport for $13,595 or $199 a month. Or choose from the area's largest selection of program cars, trucks, and vans. And you get a free cellular phone from U.S. Cellular with every purchase. There's more. Register for free Carolina Panthers tickets and get a free Carolina Panthers poster with a test drive. Leith Chrysler Plymouth Jeep Eagle, Leith Dodge Isuzu, U.S. 70 West, Goldsboro.
Wishing you and yours a Merry Christmas. This is 1150 WGBR, Goldsboro's very own.
NBC Radio News. President Clinton at this hour is set to begin what is expected to be his final news conference of the year. Correspondent Peter Mayer reports it will likely include a range of topics.
With White House halls decked with boughs of holly and other decorations, the president has chosen an unusual setting for this news conference, the State Department auditorium where Clinton idol John Kennedy met with reporters. It's also a logical place for expected questions on major foreign policy issues, including continuing tensions with Iraq and the economic upheaval in Asia. Likely domestic topics include fallout from the appointment of Bill Lan Lee as acting head of the Justice Department Civil Rights Division. And taking advantage of the national case of puppy love, Clinton will formally announce the name of his new dog. Peter Mayer, the White House.
The name of the lion is Nala, and the 450-pound cat is still on the loose after escaping from a zoo near Orlando. I'm Richard Sheehy.
Mom, I can't.
Call 1-800-579-MATH for free information about Math Made Easy videos. Don't let your kids fall behind in math. Call 1-800-579-MATH. That's 1-800-579-MATH.
Closing arguments from both sides are now over in the trial of Oklahoma City bombing suspect Terry Nichols. The jury has been sent to lunch. When they come back, they will be given instructions and told to begin deliberations. Correspondent Clark Curtis in Denver says the government got the final word during a prosecution rebuttal.
Prosecutor Larry Mackey told the jury, the men, women, and children in the Murrah Federal Building were your brothers and sisters. The justice they demand is in your hands. Mackey said all of America could see what Terry Nichols and Timothy McVeigh had done on the morning of the bombing as smoke engulfed the side of the Murrah Federal Building. He then went on to say, a new picture has emerged as vivid as the morning of April 19, 1995. At the forefront of that picture stand Timothy McVeigh and Terry Nichols, two men responsible for America's most horrific crime. Clark Curtis, Federal Court, Denver.
A new report by a Pentagon-commissioned panel recommends scaling back the integration of the sexes in military training. The report says mixing men and women in training programs has eroded morale and handicapped drill instructors who are now preoccupied with avoiding claims of sexual harassment. But that's an argument that retired General Pat Foote doesn't buy.
When we separate the sexes, then the people who pay the bill for that typically are the women, because the men and the women are trained to different standards when that happens.
The report is now sitting on the desk of Defense Secretary William Cohen. Meanwhile, Cohen is saying little about what happens next in Iraq now that the chief UN weapons inspector has left Baghdad with little progress to report on getting Iraq to open up so-called palaces to inspection. A student in suburban Washington was found dead on a school bus when the bus arrived at the 13-year-old's middle school. Police are interviewing classmates who were on the bus. Authorities suspect the cause may be horseplay gone awry. And on Wall Street, the Dow is up 72 points at 79.94. With NBC Radio News, I'm Richard Sheehy.
I had a rash, and it was very itchy.
That's Ron Marone of West Haven, Connecticut.
My mother, wonderful lady that she is, she told me, she says, why don't you use this Gold Bond? And I started using it, and I felt wonderful. No more itching, no more scratching.
Gold Bond medicated powder. Triple action Gold Bond relieves itching with a proven medicated itch fighter, the absorbing action of powder, and the soothing action of zinc oxide.
Gold Bond is fantastic.
Triple action Gold Bond. More than a powder, it's medication. Use only as directed.
Since we were children, we've been told to reach for the stars. It's still great advice at any age, and now it's a great gift idea. The International Star Registry will name a star for anyone on your list. For $45 and a call, the registry will send a full-color parchment certificate, charts to locate your star, and a fascinating booklet on astronomy. The new star name will be recorded in book form in the U.S. Copyright Office. Call today, 800-282-3333. The International Star Registry, 800-282-3333.
Do you need to replace your inefficient heating system with a high-quality gas pack or heat pump? Then call New Hope Heating and Air, your Rheem dealer. Rheem heating and air units are tough and can take years of just about anything. To replace your inefficient air or heating system, just call New Hope Heating and Air, your Rheem dealer, and start enjoying the air of quality you get from a quiet Rheem heating, air conditioning, or heat pump unit. It's easy to get a Rheem unit for your home. Just call New Hope Heating and Air, a CP&L quality heat pump dealer, 778-3804.
Well, skies have been bright and blue across the area so far today. It looks like that will continue to be the case this afternoon as high pressure remains in control. We should be a little warmer than this time yesterday with highs up to around 54 to 59. Tonight, look for clear, calm, and cool conditions. Lows will drop into the low and mid-30s. Then on Wednesday, we'll call it partly cloudy thanks to a cold front moving in from the west. We're going to continue a warming trend tomorrow in spite of that front with highs up to 58 to 63. I'm Mike Moss at the North Carolina News Network Weather Center.
Performing my job with flawless broadcast excellence, this is Rush Limbaugh on WGBR. We're back. El Rushbo, also known as Maharashi. Executing assigned host duties flawlessly, zip zero, not a mistake, as we roll on down the broadcast excellence Yellow Brick Road. Phone number if you'd like to be on the program in our remaining hour is 800-282-2882. We have some news items that we'll pass on to you here in the monologue before we get back to your phone calls. This story is actually somewhat disturbing to me. Americans overwhelmingly support the idea of the First Amendment, begins the story. Really? Really? I guess we can breathe a sigh of relief on that one. Americans overwhelmingly support the idea of the First Amendment. But many are willing to chip away at it over such issues as flag burning and prayer in schools, according to a poll released by the Freedom Forum on Monday. 79% of this poll, actually, more than 9 out of 10 respondents, 93%, told the pollsters that they would vote yes if the Constitution's guarantee of freedom of speech, press, religion, and association were being ratified today. Oh, folks. Oh, we're in trouble here. The First Amendment is a matter of opinion now? The First Amendment is a matter of what some brain-dead, mind-numbed Americans think of it? And 93% would vote for it again if they had the chance to? Oh, wonderful. Who are these 7% radicals? Probably find many of them on college campuses. Probably where you'll find most of them. 79% agree that newspapers should be allowed to publish freely and without government interference. Oh, no. It gets worse. Only 79% think the government shouldn't interfere with newspapers and the press. Okay. Well, let's venture further. 38% say newspapers have too much freedom. 35% would stop the press from reporting government secrets. 44% would keep cameras out of courtrooms. That's not a First Amendment issue. Cameras in a courtroom is not a First Amendment issue. What are they putting that in this poll for? And if newspapers, the press cannot have too much freedom. You got to really think about that. This is stunning. 52% want student journalists to get clearance from school authorities before reporting on controversial issues. 52% want student journalists to get clearance from authorities before reporting on controversial issues. I hope they're talking about whether or not to report the class prom queen has been made pregnant by the football quarterback. I mean, that kind of stuff. They're talking about gossip, but just reporting it out of hand without any basis in fact. I mean, well, I'm sorry, but the reason I say that is because there have been instances that we've chronicled on this program where the school authorities have told a newspaper editor, you can't write. In fact, it happened in Berkeley not long ago. That's actually is frightening stuff, if you ask me. 90% of those polled said that people should be allowed to express unpopular opinions. But, forget that, because that's rendered meaningless with the next result. 75% of the American people said that they would not allow public speech that might be offensive to racial groups. That is just folks, it is clear that the educational process of this country has totally failed. If there is this large a misunderstanding, this huge lack of comprehension about the First Amendment and its key relevance to the nation that we have, is 75%. Now you got to allow some of the 75% just say what they think the pollsters want to hear. You have to allow for some of that 75% to not be genuine, but still. Advertising, 53% of the American people are against displaying art that might offend people, and 47% would not allow songs with distasteful lyrics. Now wait a minute, that's too big a gray area too, because I think a 2 Live Crew and the Florida community that attempted to get that song "Me So Horny" banned. I mean, the Supreme Court has never found that obscenity should be protected by free speech. Some of these questions are crossing into a little bit of a gray area here, but nevertheless, we move on. 42% say that advertising tobacco and alcohol should not be allowed, and 42% say tobacco shouldn't be advertised, shouldn't be allowed, and 38% say that alcohol should not be advertised, shouldn't be allowed. Did I not predict this one? See, this is the result of the current political climate and the hysterias that have been created. Nearly 9 in 10 agree that once any restriction is placed on a freedom, it becomes much easier to place further restrictions. Yet they are willing to ignore the peril, he said, as a pollster, particularly when sexually explicit and/or offensive material is at stake. I don't believe they understand the slippery slope concept at all with these results. They don't possibly understand it. These idiots in this poll don't have the slightest idea what they're talking about. A bunch of brain-dead, mind-numbed, idiotic, stupid Americans. And there are all too many of them. And these pollsters seem to dig them up every time they take a poll. And I guarantee you these are people just trying to say the right thing so they'll be perceived in a nice way. Well, I don't want to, I want to be open-minded. I want to understand everybody's feelings. That's what all gobbledygook, garbage, refuse, recyclable trash is. All right. If you have rage on the road, look out. The governor of New York is aiming for you. Angry drivers are going to have to start thinking twice about cutting off those mild-mannered appearing drivers in minivans plying New York roads. That's after New York Governor Pataki announced Monday the state was putting video camera-equipped road rage vans on the highways to catch aggressive drivers. Road rage vans on the highways. Governor Pataki addresses a crisis and takes care of it. By the way, Let's take a look at how the retail shopping season is going this Christmas. Holiday shopping gifts or shifts into high gear over the next several days, when more than half of all brain-dead, mind-numbed Americans will do their gift buying. U.S. retailers continue to see this Christmas wearing two faces. The rich are spending freely on luxury items this season, reflecting another bountiful year on Wall Street. As though only on Wall Street do you find the rich. But I digress. How the majority of Americans, however, hold to more modest budgets, according to retail analysts. Kurt Barnard, president of the industry newsletter Barnard's Retail Trend Report, says very upscale stores are doing better. Their customers have become very wealthy over the last 5 or 6 years thanks to Wall Street. There's no question the wealth effect has helped them. Well-to-do consumers are lining up at upper-crust stores such as Neiman Marcus, Tiffany & Company, Gucci, and others. Well, I was in a Gucci the other day. Yeah, there was hardly anybody in there. I'm just kidding. It's, more mansion talk here. Now, these luxury sorry, if you don't understand that, you weren't listening in the first hour, and I'm not going to go back into it. These luxury purveyors could catch a case of Asian flu, though, with the buying power of many Asians eroded by falling currencies. Many of these upscale stores are fairly dependent on wealthy Asian customers in Tokyo, Hong Kong, and Singapore. They could very well cause a problem. Well, anyway, what's the bottom line here, my friends? The bottom line. Bottom line is that the rich are saving Christmas this year. If it weren't for the rich, Christmas would be a retail bust. That's what it means. Because the rest of you, apparently the economy is doing so well that you don't even have to go buy anything for anybody. You're just doing so well, you don't need to go shop. The economy is you're so apathetic because the economy is so good that you're not even Christmas shopping for your loved ones. But the rich are sustaining the retail future of this holiday season. God bless the rich. God bless them. Finally, from New Haven, Tonica Jenkins, 22, Yale graduate student studying neurobiology, seemed to have a promising future as a scholar. But before being able to finish her first semester, she's been charged with being a fraud, submitting letters of recommendations from non-existent professors and fake transcripts. The university spokesman said yesterday that detecting forged applications, especially those of such high caliber as the one allegedly used by Jenkins, is virtually impossible given the number of candidates who apply to Yale each year. We have to start with the assumption that students are being honest. But anyway, the Ivy School accepted Jenkins based on her straight-A transcript, a spot on the dean's list, and strong letters of recommendation. Yale gave her a $10,600 grant and a $4,500 stipend when she began classes in September. Then she had a habit of skipping out on exams. She didn't do well. The story began to unravel. They're still looking into seeing if whether or not she was a member of the Merchant Marine. We do know that she's a regular reader of Doonesbury. We'll be back.
You're listening to the EIB Network.
How many of you people have had a bad year? You've looked bad to all your friends and family. You need to get yourself back in their good graces. You need a chance to make yourself look good. I have come to help you. You want to be seen as a thoughtful, intelligent, generous person. The Limbaugh letter is the perfect gift for everyone on your list. Because now when you order the Limbaugh letter, you also get Christmas Live, the newest recording from Mannheim Steamroller. It's a spectacular audio cassette. Features their classic music and holiday favorites. I love this music, and because I love it, you will too. Call 800-457-4141 now and get this great gift combo, the Limbaugh letter and Christmas Live on audio cassette. 2 gifts to enjoy all year. Both gifts are just $29.95 plus $4.95 shipping and handling. Remember, if you've blown it all year and you've looked really selfish and bad, this is a chance to get it back in one gift. Don't delay. Supplies are limited. That number again is 800-457-4141. The Limbaugh letter and Mannheim Steamroller. Now that's excellence in gift giving.
Ricola. Pleasant tasting Ricola. Nature's way of calming coughs and soothing sore throats around the world for over 70 years. Ricola is the original herb cough drop from Switzerland. a unique blend of 10 organically grown alpine herbs and other natural ingredients. Ricola, natural, effective cough and sore throat relief. Ricola! Also available in sugar-free natural herb throat lozenges. Ricola! Use Ricola only as directed.
Happy holidays from James Finch Chevrolet Geo. You know, this time of year is special in many ways. It's a time of love and joy. And the big things in the world seem small, especially when you compare them to a child with a toy. The city streetlights even seem to take on a different glow when snowflakes begin to fall and the bells are ringing out a song that says, joy to the world and peace on earth to all. There's love and happiness inside all of us. It was put there long ago. And this is the season to open up our hearts and smile and let it all show. James Finch Chevrolet Geo, Main and Highway 581 in Bailey, wishes you the best during this holiday season and continued happiness throughout the coming year. Happy holidays, everyone, from James Finch Chevrolet Geo.
Happy holidays from James Finch Chevrolet Geo in Bailey.
For the last 3 years, WGBR and Berkeley Mall have co-sponsored the Wish Tree campaign. And today and tomorrow are the last days for this year. So stop by and pick up an ornament that lists someone's needs from one of the trees and return it with a gift. You'll feel good about making the holidays a little brighter for those less fortunate in our community and help those who may not have a Christmas without you. Stop by the WGBR Berkeley Mall Christmas wish trees at the mall entrance of Berkeley Mall.
Hello, I'm Mike Warner. And I'm Gary Britt of Factory Bed and Outlet. During this holiday season, we would like to thank you for your business during the past years. We've been serving your bed needs for the past 4 years, and we look forward to continuing our service to you in the years to come.
We here at Factory Bed and Outlet want to take this opportunity to renew our pledge of service and commitment to delivering quality spring wool bedding at reasonable prices.
I wish to you that your holidays be overflowed with good blessings and joy.
Happy holidays from Factory Bedding Outlet.
2811 Royal Avenue, Goldsboro. Remember, Jesus is the reason for the season.
Well, we now know the name of the president's dog. It is Buddy. And Buddy was named after Charlie Tree and John Wong. It is Buddy. It's El Rushbo on the EIB Network, 1-800-282-2882. This is David in Danville, Kentucky. Welcome, sir, to the program.
Hey, Rush. It's good to talk to you.
Thank you.
I was listening to what you're saying about free speech, and I teach communication at college, and I have to say the common sense of the American people is right, and you're wrong here. There is good reason to restrict hate speech.
Define hate speech.
Hate speech is things that offends people because of race, gender, sexual preference. Fighting words is what the Supreme Court has called it.
And so who gets to define what's offensive?
The hearer does. I mean, that's the way it's always been.
Well, then you're going to have arbitrary limits there because there are going to be a